it's Jessica here. Today I want to share with you 5 tips and tricks that I used in order to help me lose 30 plus pounds during this entire time in quarantine. Now, we all know we've got to eat right, we've got to exercise, we've got to show up. This isn't about that. This is specific things that I did for me in addition to the things that you're supposed to do, like eat right and exercise. So hopefully you find this helpful, and if this is something that you think you could use, just keep watching. Okay, number 1 is to get right with your routines. Morning and evening routines are what saved me, especially when I finally made the decision, like I think back in July of 2020, that I'd had enough. I had been the heaviest I ever was in March 2020. I'll see if I can find a picture. Right around my son's birthday, I weighed the same that day that I weighed right after I had my 3rd son. So like postpartum, and I just gained it all back. Plus, and I wasn't pregnant. And I saw a picture of myself from my son's birthday party, and then that just continued to spiral. And then, then I got laid off, and then, we were isolated from all of our friends and family, and it was really hard. It was really hard. And I knew the only thing I could change was myself. But I had to start somewhere, and I started with my morning and my evening routines. Now, I have always been kind of a morning routine person, but I've never stayed consistent with it because it's just hard when you've got small kids, man, and I just had to think of a way to make it work for me. So I tried a few different apps, and I think the thing that I realized is I don't really care about measuring my success. I just need a place to check things off. I tried using a paper planner. I tried using different apps where like it switches to the next task, but I need to be able to do things, switch up the order, but just make sure that I get everything complete. So I'm going to see if I can pop up a screen share of what I have, but I just use the Habit app. It does have the ability to like measure your success for each specific habit. I don't really use it for that. I just have it as a checklist that I can go through. I suppose you could use things like Google Keep, but this one just seems to really work for me. And the thing that I did specifically for my evening routines is I included all of the things that I needed to do with the kids. Like make sure they got their vitamins and their milk, that they've tidied up their bedroom, that we've changed their pajamas. Like I broke it really down because I think especially as a mom and a working mom, like you've got such a mental load that if you don't just break it down to the tasks you've got to complete, then it's just too much. So every night I make sure I get my kids' stuff done. They're in bed by 8:30. Then I've got my list of things, including laying out my clothes for the next day, taking my vitamins, all of those things. So get right with your routines. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to fit in those workouts and fit in that meal planning and fit in those things that you really, really need to get done. All right, number 2. Accountability, accountability, accountability. If you've ever read the book, The 4 Tendencies by Gretchen Rubin, which I highly suggest you do, I am an obliger. I need external accountability. As much as I am a motivated person, I have 2 advanced degrees, I'm, certified in my career path, like I'm very successful on academic things and career type things. Your personal journey is not something anybody's grading you on. You're not getting paid for losing 5 pounds, So I would always put myself last. I would work crazy hours to get, meet deadlines for work. I would make sure the kids had everything they needed. And I realized yes, I won't need to put myself first because I am important and I need to make myself a priority. But the way that I can do that is by having accountability. So the community that I'm a part of is greater than my weight in gold. The external accountability for your workouts, checking in every day. Like you could have the latest and greatest workout calendar that you're following, but if you're not actually following it, you're not checking in, you're not showing up, it doesn't really matter. Same with your nutrition. Like I do meal planning every week, but if I'm not checking in and showing up and saying, hey, this is what I'm eating, this is what I'm doing, or I'm having a day and I decided to have an extra slice of pizza, help me out, having that group of people. So I'm part of a virtual fit gym where we work out online. We have all of those resources online, and then we connect as a community, which has been especially great during these times. So if you have questions about that, let me know. The other thing that I do in terms of accountability ties back into number 1, which is the morning and the evening routines, is that I check in on Instagram every morning. I try to make it by 5 a.m., but it's usually like 5:11 or 5:17. But I just check in on Instagram. I either light a candle or, show a picture of my workout calendar or one of my cats and say, hey guys, I'm here. Now, do I think a million people are watching or really care if I get up at 5 a.m.? Probably not, but it does push me to get out of bed to like Mel Robbins, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm mentioning a lot of books here. If you haven't read that one, you should too. But that really, really has helped too. So find external accountability, whether it's through an online community like what I do, an online gym, or, texting your neighbor that you got up and you got your workout in. Whatever it is for you, accountability, accountability, accountability. All right, number 3, personal development. I'm not going to tell you that you need to work out because you know that already. I'm not going to tell you that you need to follow some sort of meal plan or nutrition guide because you know that already. I'm not going to tell you that you need to get more sleep. We all know that. Personal development is the thing that's going to drag you out when you don't want to do any of those things. 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day, listen to an Audible book, read a book, listen to a motivational podcast, scroll through Pinterest and look at motivational quotes. Pull yourself out. I would specifically say Audible is great. I love reading, but as a full-time working person and a mom, like I'm not to sit down and just stare at something and not being able to multitask is not the thing. So on weekends when I'm doing laundry, in the mornings when I'm walking the dog, that's a great, great time to do it. I'll see if I can put a couple covers of some books that I really like. As I mentioned before, The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. I just listened to Kick-Ass by Mel Robbins. If you want to really understand why you maybe do the things that you do and kind of peel back a little bit of the layer before you dive deep, that's a really great one to listen to. I think it was about 5 hours. Right now I'm listening to Drive by Daniel Pink. Find some people that you like and listen to them. I love Gretchen Rubin. She's great. And a lot of them have podcasts too, or they have YouTube videos. Maybe listening to an Audible book or a podcast isn't your thing. Go on YouTube, find Mel Robbins, find Gretchen Rubin, find these people that can give you a 3 to 5 second boost. I know a lot of people like Gary Vee. I really like him too. Sometimes his energy is a little intense. And I think that's what's great. You can find people that kind of fit into your mood, your personality type. And when I'm having those days, that's what pulls me out, because you just have to make a decision that you're going to do this. You have to find a way. And making yourself a priority is very difficult. So personal development is one of the things that has really, really helped me during this entire process. All right. 4, probably the hardest one, trust the process. The reason why I have been so successful is because I went all in. I didn't decide, I'm going to try some of these workouts, maybe work out 3 days a week, and maybe I'll try to eat a healthy breakfast. No. I'm going to be 40 years old this year. I've been trying to lose weight pretty much my entire adult life. I know what I need to do. I know I need to work out, exercise, get rest, take care of myself, all of those things. We all know that. But it wasn't working. So the truth of the matter is that whatever that is, you have to commit to it and you have to trust the process. So the reason why I like what I'm doing with the virtual fit gym is because there's new workouts all the time. Right now I'm doing a 9-week program. I'm in week 4 right now. And I just follow the calendar. All the science is done. The trainers have figured out what whether it's high intensity or you're doing a yoga program or whatever. And there's hundreds of workouts to choose from. So that's why I like that. I just press play. I have no commute. I show up to my living room. As part of that morning routine, I'm getting up at 5 and I'm pressing play by 5:30 or 6 and I'm done before the kids even wake up. In terms of the nutrition, it's a whole solution. There are 2 different meal plans you can follow. One's more about your relationship with food and how you plate your food. One's more like understanding portions. But you have options and you're eating all of the time and you're having a healthy relationship with food and you're not restricting yourself and you're not going all in on protein or having no carbs. You're eating food. And yeah, maybe it's taking me a little bit longer to lose weight than if I were to do something and drop 20 pounds in a month, but I'm okay with that because this is my life and I want to live a long time and be healthy. And then the accountability piece, it all works together, as I said before. sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes you're going to have what's called a metabolic response because you're inflaming your joints from working out in your body, and you might not lose weight right away, or you might lose like 5 or 6 pounds in 1 week and then not lose weight for 2 weeks. You have to trust the process and stick with it and go all in. If you want to get results, you just have to. It's like tough love, and it's the truth. And you know that. You know that. You know that you can't go halfway and get full results. And it just doesn't work. So when you're ready and you're ready to make that decision, you just have to do it. I'm proof you can do it. Obviously, I have a lot longer way to go to finish this whole like weight loss portion of the journey, whatever you want to call it. But this is your life. This is my life. I know that I'm going to have to work out this every day. It's not going to get any easier. I'm just going to be more disciplined and better. So trust the process. Go all in. That's the truth. There is no 5 easy tricks. The truth is you just got to do it. And if you need help, that's what I'm here for. That's what my friends and I do for each other. So just let me know. I can help you. All right, number 5 ties it all together, and that's to track your progress. It ties in everything. It ties in like the morning and evening routines, the accountability, the personal development, trusting the process. In order to trust the process, you kind of have to really understand what's going on with you. And so tracking your progress is the most important thing. Now, what I love about what I'm doing is that it comes with an app and everything's right in one spot, and you can, track your nutrition, you can track your weight. You can even track and log your workouts and post them and show your sweaty selfies and the whole thing. So it's all in one spot, which is nice for me. You can find what works for you. Some people like a paper planner. You really have to figure that out. But if you're not like actually showing up every day and saying, okay, this is what's going on with me, then you're just not going to stick with it because you don't really feel like you're seeing results. That's why measuring yourself is really great, because sometimes you're not losing weight, but you're getting stronger and smaller. Tracking your workouts. So even within your workouts, like, oh, this week I was able to lift a 10-pound dumbbell instead of 8. Like, you can track what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Again, with the program, they have the app. Most all the workouts come with some sort of tracker form, so you can track your weights or your reps, etc. And so it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to stress you out, but really, really track what you're doing so that you can know that you're being successful, which is why I know, in addition to losing those 30 pounds, I've lost several inches. I'm stronger. I'm moving faster. I have more energy. I feel better. It's not just the weight. The weight is a tool to measure to see how far you're going, but it's not the only thing. So track your progress and just do it, man. Just go for it. All right, guys, so I hope this was helpful. I hope that these were 5 tips that expanded on the idea of eat right, exercise, get rest. Those are the 3 pillars. 3, 4, 3. And I get it. I've been there. I'm still there. I'm in the middle of this. I'm in the thick of things. But, we're here to help. So if any of this rang a bell with you or resonated with you, that's what I meant to say, reach out to me. We can figure out what would work for you. You can be a part of the Fit Gym. You can join this awesome community and see progress and see results and feel better about, taking care of yourself. Because remember, you are important. Say it with me. You are important. You've got all the things. You're working. You're a stay-at-home mom. You're working. You've got, you're a single person who is working these crazy hours and doesn't have time for yourself. You could be anybody. You're a dog mom. We all have too many things going on, and we're all putting ourselves last. So just remember that you are important. You can do this, and I'm here for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.